Hello, my name is Jaxari Castañon. Today I will be giving a presentation on a look into a first-gen's college experience. First off, what is a first-generation student? Well, according to firstgen.naspa.org, a first-generation student is someone whose parents did not complete a 4-year college or university degree. Let's look at some more facts about first-generation students. About 56% of undergraduate college students nationally were first-generation students. According to a publication called Closing the Class Achievement Gap, some of the common obstacles first-generation students face include lack of family support, lack of college readiness, struggle with financial stability, as well as racial underrepresentation. And one of the largest obstacles is when it comes to preparing and going through the college application process. As a first-generation college freshman, I have been curious as to whether my experiences with college and the college applications have been similar to most other first-gen students. I've also wondered if other non-first-generation students could relate to my college journey. This brought me to the research question: how do first-generation students' college experiences differ from others? I also wanted to be more local with this question by investigating within the Texas Tech community. The first step I took towards conducting this research is by creating a Google form with multiple questions regarding overall college experiences and the college application process. Some of the exact questions I included in this survey can be seen on this slide. After finishing my survey, I posted the link on my Instagram story and on the Texas Tech page on reddit.com. Let's look at the survey results I acquired. From the total responses, 57% were from first-generation students and 43% were from non-first-generation students. While creating my survey, I realized I had to include specific questions since outside factors should be taken into account. For example, the year the students were in. 28.6% of the responses were from seniors, 35.7% were from juniors, 14.3% of the responses were from sophomores, 7.1% were from freshmen, and 14.3% were from Texas Tech alumni. This allowed me to gain multiple perspectives on the first generation and non-first generation side. Here are some of the responses. In response to what was the most difficult part of your college application journey, Anonymous, a first-generation freshman, responded, "Coming in as an international student, I didn't know anything about college applications and had to learn everything on my own." In response to, "Are there any resources you think would be helpful with your experience?" Anonymous, a non-first-generation senior, responded, "I wish I knew how to apply for scholarships better. I also wish I knew about the advantages of getting into certain programs freshman year, such as the Honors College and EAPs." In response to the same question, Jam, a first-generation sophomore, responded, There are offices on campus for sure that could help, but I don't know how to ask, so it's been rough." Kylie, a non-first-generation junior, included in her response to, "What was the most difficult part of your college application journey?" She said, "There are very little resources for students whose parents just don't know or care to help. It was very hard doing all of that on my own." Anonymous, a first-generation junior, mentioned in his response to the survey, "I think the mental health-related services at this campus aren't very well known here. I feel like having access to that sooner may have helped me." While looking at the survey results, I noticed common topics discussed within some of the responses. Popular ones were struggles with time management in college, learning how to study well, and wanting to be more involved in academic programs. Within some survey responses, there were also mentions of struggles with making friends in college and dealing with how to register for classes. Let's look at an overview of the responses. In the college application aspect, all first-generation students mentioned having some sort of obstacle. For example, 42.9% of the surveys, the majority being first-generation, responded that they had no idea about FAFSA or how to apply. However, in the college experience aspect, all responses varied as previously discussed. So, how do first generation students' experiences differ from others? There's not really a definitive answer. Taking into account different factors such as mental health, financials, etc., all students face their own unique struggles. College is new territory for all students once they become a freshman. Based on my research, there's a trend with first generation students and their experiences with college, but those same experiences were shared among other non first generation students too. Thank you for watching my presentation. I would like to give a special thanks to those who helped me with my research, and an extra special thanks to Slides Go for providing the slide template, images, and icons.